In this video, I'm going to tell you how I left my old, distracted life, fueled by drink, drugs, and monotonous work, for something a lot more meaningful. Something driven by passion, by purpose, where I surround myself with the best people possible who push me to my limits. I'm 22 years old and I'm traveling the world, making tens of thousands of dollars a month. But it wasn't always that case. My name's Will, and I'm from a small northeast town in England. And on New Year's Day 2024, I made a decision that would change my life forever. And I took that one-way flight to Thailand. I left my family, my friends, my girlfriend at the time, a job which I thought was secure. And to be honest, I thought I was leaving safety behind. But the bigger risk would have been staying there. I would have been risking a whole lot more by not taking that gamble on myself. I would have kept myself stuck in the cycle of the 9 to 5 world, in the cycle of living for the weekend, doing unrighteous things with my time and thoughts and spending energy on all the wrong things. Those hometown habits, that's what's keeping me small. That was the thing that was hindering progression in all aspects of my life. And since I left, I've called that now the illusion of stability. We don't want to be stable. We don't really want security. As men, we like to have uncertainty. We like to bask in the thought of what's next and how can I be in control of the situation. That's what we need to do. And since then, I found clarity. I've made insane friendships and brotherhood, which are going to last a lifetime. People who want me to succeed, and I want them to succeed. And people who will actually go out the way to see me do that. And then I've built a business, whilst on the move, that makes me multiple 5 figures per month, which it gives me location freedom like I am now in Bucharest, Romania. And more than anything else, I've actually found myself. I know who I am and I know what I stand for. And look, I'm just like you. We're all in this together. I know for a fact that you know what I'm talking about here. That fire in your belly, the fire in your gut, that makes you feel like you're meant for more, like you were born to do something, born to be something, make something of yourself. I had that as well. I still have that. And you refuse to settle for less. That was me. It still is me. And back in the UK, I could not sit still. I was distraught at my situation and I just wanted to change. I wanted to live the life that we dream of. And look, my first business, I was cleaning shoes out of a rented office underneath my kickboxing gym. I'd wake up at like 4 a.m, go in the ice bath, then go to the shoe cleaning office, clean some shoes, go upstairs, do some kickboxing, finish kickboxing, clean some more shoes, get a shower, go to my 9 to 5 job. Then at my dinner breaks on my 9 to 5 job, I'd go for a walk, I'd learn Spanish, I'd read a book, and I'd eat my meal prep. And then after work, I'd go straight to the office, get changed, clean more shoes, go kickboxing. After kickboxing, I'd go downstairs into the office again, clean more shoes, go home, and the cycle would just repeat. I built it off consistency, and I built it from discipline. And then I transferred all those lessons I learned then into my life now, whilst I'm traveling the world and building an online business. That's how I'm managing to scale, stay consistent, stay disciplined, and keep progressing in all aspects of my life. Kickboxing was cool. I won some sort of amateur European championship. I fought an arena in June. But as for the shoe cleaning business, I think we cleared about £100 profit by the time I exited that. So when I boarded that flight to Thailand, I was terrified. I was leaving everything I knew behind. I had no idea what was about to happen. All I did know is that I had to make it work. But being real, I had no idea what making it work even looked like. Emotions were sky high, and I was just stripped of everything familiar. I was an alien in this new environment. No job title, no reputation of any description. There was no comfort blanket. And that was kind of powerful because I then had to ask, who am I? No one here knows who I am. I can literally just make myself up as I go along. I can be 100% authentic. No one has any prior expectations or understanding of me. There's no prejudgment of me. So that's when I asked myself, who am I when no one else is watching? And I completely built myself from scratch as of January 2024. As soon as I landed in Samui, I invested some money so I could learn how to network and find other people like myself. I understood the power of proximity, so I went all in. Within a month, I'd blown almost all of the money I had saved up for the past few years. I'd done all the touristy stuff, but by the end of month 2, that's when I had nearly met every single entrepreneur on the island. I was in rooms that I shouldn't have been in. And I was surrounded by entrepreneurs who were making 2 to 5K per month online. And that blew me away. I could not believe these guys were actually doing this. Back home, it took me years to actually find people who understood who I was and what I enjoyed to do and the things, that we talk about. No one could resonate with that. But when I was in Samui, I found 10 in a month. When you travel, you don't waste your time just on surface level friendships. You actually go deep. You go a layer deeper than normal. And that's when you actually uncover things about yourself and about that other person. And that was way more valuable than just some pub chit chat. The way I like to describe this was, when I was in Samui, when I was meeting all these guys, I got hit in the face. Like when you walk into a really hot sauna and you just feel the wave of heat just hit you. That's what I felt like when I was in Koh Samui, Thailand. Now, fast forward a bit. By June, I was making a little bit of money. I had enough recurring revenue and I'd collected enough cash to then actually be able to leave Thailand for the first time. So I went to Bangkok and then I moved to Vietnam with a friend who's now a millionaire. I'd seen places which I'd only imagined I would see on the map. You know, even the visa runs whilst I was in Thailand. I seen Siem Reap in Cambodia, I seen Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and then I went to Bangkok, and then I went to Vietnam, Da Nang to be specific. After Da Nang, I went to Bali. And with every new country, my business grew, but more importantly, my character grew. And since Thailand, I've touched down in so many countries. Vietnam, Bali, Hong Kong, Dubai, Singapore, Marbella, Italy, Bulgaria, Poland, Romania, and many more. But here's what I learned. You don't grow by reading about discipline. You grow by actually living it. You grow by being broke in a foreign country, but still showing up. I didn't become a responsible man by reading the quotes. I became that person by actually living it, by actually doing the things. And I was crazy to think that kid who was cleaning shoes all those years ago, or 2-3 years ago, is now making 5 figures a month wherever he wants in the world. I thought I was choosing freedom, but actually I was building it. I was creating it. Freedom isn't a destination. Freedom is a skill set. Sales, networking, adaptability. The skill to be able to generate cash flow online. And the whole lifestyle that this is the journey, and the journey is the most important part. I usually stay in a place for at least a month. I like to stay in a place for at least a month so that when I'm there, I can build good routines, good systems, and actually make progress. Because if you just change location all the time, then you can't really lock into too much. This way you get good sleep, good food, good gym routines, and you also get to see the place as well, because when you're busy with work, you're not just going to like spend all your time doing touristy things, but you can give yourself like an hour a day or 4 hours on one day and no hours the other days to get all the touristy stuff done. If I stayed in my hometown, I wouldn't be doing this right now. I wouldn't be half the man that I am. It literally made me, and it's made every single other entrepreneur who I've met who's left their hometown. It's been the making of them too. Most people I speak to think I'm older than I am. They think I'm 30 rather than closer than 20. And it's not just the beard, it's the reps. It's the last 1.5 years of just consistently working on myself, become the best version I can be for myself and also for my family, which is ultimately my why. Life on the road feels like dog years. You know, every 1 year for us is 7 years for a dog. I feel like the independence and the culture that you're exposed to and all the lessons that you learn just make you adapt and make you older than your actual years. This last year and a half for me, the last 19 months, has been absolutely insane. Like, I learned more now in these 1.5 years than I did in the time of my working career and also my school. It's fucking phenomenal. You learn how to be resourceful, you learn how to look after yourself, you learn how to be self-aware, you learn how to motivate yourself. You just learn to adapt and just to get on with your shit every single day. It's like there's no one here right now. I know I'm usually with the Willionaire Boys. There's no one here who's going to motivate me. It's just me holding my DJI camera, talking a little bit of shit into it. So this lifestyle changed my life, and it's not because I'm lucky. Yes, I've positioned myself well, but it's working well because I left. I made that first decision. I gave up my old life for something bigger, something better. So if you're watching this and you are sitting on the fence about leaving your hometown, then just do it. Book that flight, start the business, open that fucking book, just do the thing. Because just remember, like 1 year from now, you'll either be in the exact same position you are, or you will be the place that you want to be. So make the move.